She came, Jerome.
I know, she's here.
She came.
This is it, buddy. This is it. It's happening, mate. Start off.
Thanks, mate.
Meeting you.
Yeah, what are the
There's your
chances?
tie.
Good on you.
Well done. Bye-bye now.
Hello, darling. You look amazing. Yes, you can. Thanks for my poster.
Thank you for my earrings.
No, they're delightful, aren't they?
Really?
I'm so good.
You are. Well,
Had a good morning.
I'll tell you later.
Okay.
Aren't they gorgeous?
We really are.
I know. I'm very privileged. Ah, dear. Has everyone come? There's some seats down here. Would anyone like to come and sit in the sun?
Come and sit.
No? You all want to stand up and be good? Okay. Excellent.
You boys want a seat? Or?
No.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry. We're gathered in celebration today to share a moment of joy and to acknowledge the depth of relationship that is possible between two people. Today we celebrate the love between Jerome and Purdie and their commitment to each other. In reality, love is just a word until two people find that precious something in each other and live that love. We come to love not by finding the perfect person, but by learning to see and know an imperfect person perfectly. Commitment is not a blind vow. It is an act of faith made with your eyes wide open. You make a commitment like this with someone who sees and loves you for who you are, someone whom you want to love unconditionally. Commitment stretches us. It often pushes us past our comfort zone. It dares us to surrender to something grander than we ever imagined, beyond fear and insecurities. For if we can allow ourselves to be courageous and take this step, it can lead us to a place of openness, growth, challenge, and grace. Purdie and Jerome live that courage every day. So I believe that in each other they have found that precious quality, a love which they can live. My name is Lynn Douglas, and as an authorised marriage celebrant, I'm honoured to conduct this ceremony today. And I welcome you all, the close family and friends of Jerome and Purdie, to witness and celebrate this public ceremony which will formalise the commitment that they have already made to each other in their hearts and in their lives. I am personally extremely excited to see their love come to this point today. Purdie is a truly special girl for a wonderful man. Indeed, the first time I met Purdie, she came to my son's 30th birthday, sans Jerome, who was swanning around on the other side of the world. And she bravely came along on her own, not having met us before. Immediately, she was one of us. So throughout the roller coaster ride that Australia and the rest of the world has lived through the past year, there is a constant which has endured, and that is the love and commitment, patience and kindness that Purdie and Jerome share with each other. Life has been left predictable, has strengthened their appreciation of the important people in their lives and being able to spend more time together. Jerome and Purdie are grateful to be able to gather with loved ones, particularly after this year, to celebrate their marriage with you all. They thank each one of you for being here today to share in their celebration and in their happiness. So let's try this again. Wedding version 2.0. Let me share a little with you about these special people who Jerome and Purdie have chosen to stand with them in their support of this marriage of their dear friends. Firstly, we have beautiful Tracy, and Tracy and Purdie met on the first day of grade 5. They have been best friends ever since and have been side by side as they are today to share many of life's milestones together. Then we have Nicole. And when Purdie was working in Adelaide, she knew Nicole as the friendly and helpful voice at the other end of the phone. When Purdie returned, they met in real life, hit it off, and have developed a wonderful friendship. And about here, where I'm standing, on the other side of the world, through the wizardry of cyberspace, hopefully, Beck will be sharing in this today. In the middle of a warm night, maybe in downtown Edinburgh. And we really, truly miss her. Beck is Purdie's cousin, and she had her bridesmaid's dress packed and was almost on her way to the airport last year when the pandemic changed our plans. Purdie was honoured to be a bridesmaid at Beck's wedding, as Beck would be honoured to be here today. And then there's some handsome boys over there. Check them out. Firstly, there's Lachlan. I know, I need to clean my glasses. Sorry.
Did you say handsome?
I know.
Rugged.
Lockie and Jerome met whilst working at Gisborne Pizza and Pasta. That's salubrious little place
That
in
was my
Gisborne
fault.
over 20 years ago, and they've been best mates ever since. Jerome was thrilled to serve as Lockie's best man in his wedding and is honoured to have Lockie do the same for him today. Then we have Jono, who is Jerome's brother. Jono is a constant source of support, advice and guidance, and can always be counted on to bring the fun and laughter to every occasion. Jerome feels very fortunate not only to have Jono as his brother, but also to count him as one of his best friends. And then we have Aaron,
Do you want a hanky?
who is Jerome's cousin. And though they did not spend a lot of time together growing up, they have certainly made up for it over the last decade. Aaron is always good for a story, a yarn and a joke. Jerome could not imagine a better friend to complete his trio of groomsmen standing here today. And let us also take a moment to honour those loved ones who, through circumstance, the passage of time, or the constraints of the pandemic, cannot be here to celebrate with Purdie and Jerome today. They are missed dearly. Nevertheless, their loving wishes are truly felt and appreciated. And now I'd like to ask Michaela to come forward, please.
Union by Robert Fulghum. You have known each other from the first glance of acquaintance to this point of commitment. At some point, you decided to marry. From that moment of yes to this moment of yes, indeed, you have been making commitments in an informal way. All of those conversations that were held in a car or over a meal or during long walks, all those conversations that began with, when we're married, and continued with, I will, and you will, and we will. All those late night talks that included someday, and somehow, and maybe, and all those promises that are unspoken matters of the heart. All these common things and more are the real process of a wedding. The symbolic vows that you soon will make today are a way of saying to one another, you know all those things that we've promised and hoped and dreamed? Well, I meant it all. Every word. Look at one another and remember this moment in time. Before this moment, you have been many things to one another: acquaintance, friend, companion, lover, travel buddy, even teacher, for you have learned much from one another these past few years. Shortly, you shall say a few words that will take you across a threshold of life, and things between you will never quite be the same. For after today, you shall say to the world, "This is my husband, this is my wife."
Yes, good one.
Well done. Really well done.
Thank you, Michaela. That was beautiful. In witnessing this ceremony today, we are observing only an outward sign of an inward union that already exists between Purdie and Jerome. They have brought us together for an occasion of great joy, and particularly after such a long wait, a cause for great celebration. Having found each other, they have built the kind of relationship that will serve them well as the foundation of their marriage. Marriage is a bold step into an unknown future. It is risking who we are for the sake of who we can be. In marriage, two lives are intimately shared, and the blending of the two must not diminish either one. Rather, it should enhance the individuality of each partner. Jerome and Purdie, marriage is the promise between two people who love each other, who trust that love, who honour one another as individuals in that togetherness. It enables each person to share their desires, longings, dreams and memories, their joys and sorrows. A strong marriage also nurtures each of you as a separate individual and allows you to maintain your unique identity and grow in your own way through the years ahead. It is a safe haven for each of you to become your best self. You are adding to your life not only the affection of each other, but also the companionship and blessing of a deep trust. You are agreeing to share strength, responsibilities, and love. It takes more than love to make this relationship work, though. It takes trust, to know in your hearts that you want only the best for each other. It takes dedication to stay open to one another, to learn and grow, even when it is difficult to do so. And it takes faith to go forward together without knowing what the future holds for you both. Today represents not only the joining of Purdie and Jerome, but also the joining of their families and their circle of amazing friends. As our sons and daughters find partners and homes for the next generation, each family is enriched and enlarged. I'd like to ask Jill, Gordon and Kerry to stand, please. Jono? This occasion is a special celebration for you, the parents who have brought these children into the world and nurtured them into adulthood. This beautiful couple didn't get here all by themselves. Purdie and Jerome offer their gratitude to you for all the love and care that you have shared and shown them in raising them. They thank you for your guidance and examples of enduring marriage that you have lived throughout your lives. Today, as we join Purdie and Jerome in marriage, we celebrate them beginning a new family together, knowing that this brand new branch of the family tree will be strengthened and enriched by the love, traditions, values and knowledge of their family's roots. From this day forward, they will likely need your support in different ways, but they will still depend on that support. With this in mind, I ask you, Jill and Gordon, as Purdie's parents and representatives of your family, Do you welcome this man, Jerome, into your family and your hearts? Right answer.
Good work, guys.
Whew. And Kerry, as Jerome's mum and representing Mike and your family, do you welcome this woman, Purdie, into your family and into your hearts?
I do.
And to each of you I ask, do you offer Purdie and Jerome your continued love and support and promise to uphold them in their marriage and in their family?
We do.
May the blessing of their marriage extend throughout your families forever. And now I'd like to ask Kim to come forward, and she is going to share with us a lovely love story.
I know.
Okay, sure. A Lovely Love Story by Edward Monckton. The fierce dinosaur was... That's right. Nearly. The fierce dinosaur was trapped inside his cage of ice. Although it was cold, he was happy there. It was, after all, his cage. Then along came the lovely other dinosaur. The lovely other dinosaur melted the dinosaur's cage with kind words and loving thoughts. I like this dinosaur, thought the lovely other dinosaur. Although he is fierce, he's also tender and he is funny. He is also quite clever, though I will not tell him this for now. I like this lovely other dinosaur, thought the dinosaur. She is beautiful and she is different and she smells so nice. She is also a free spirit, which is a quality I much admire in a dinosaur. But he can be so distant and so peculiar at times, thought the other lovely dinosaur. He is also overly fond of things. Are all dinosaurs so overly fond of things? But her mind skips from here to there so quickly, thought the dinosaur. She is also uncommonly keen on shopping. Are all lovely other dinosaurs so uncommonly keen on shopping? I will forgive his peculiarity and his concern for things, thought the lovely other dinosaur, for they are part of what makes him a richly charactered individual. I will forgive her skipping mind and her fondness for shopping, thought the dinosaur, for she fills our life with beautiful thought and wonderful surprises. Besides, I'm not unkeen on shopping either. Now the dinosaur and the lovely other dinosaur are old. Look at them. Together they stand on the hill, telling each other stories and feeling the warmth of the sun on their backs. And that, my friends, is how it is with love. Let us all be dinosaurs and lovely other dinosaurs together, for the sun is warm and the world is a beautiful place.
It's reversing.
Time's up.
That's a bit drastic, wasn't it? Sorry about that. So how did all this start? Jerome and Purdie met online nearly 5 years ago.
Algorithms.
Jerome's smile in his profile photos caught her attention. Purdie's unique name piqued Jerry's interest. She made the initial contact, and for a few weeks they shared messages and some rather long phone chats. They chatted so long over dinner at their initial date, the staff locked the doors behind them as they left. While walking Purdie to the tram afterwards, Jerry said, "I don't want to wait until Thursday to see you. I'll come and meet you on Tuesday." After a cheeky kiss stolen at the tram stop, more dates quickly followed.
That's a good one.
4 weeks later, he departed on a 7-week round-the-world adventure. 3 weeks after he returned, Purdie left on her own 6-week lap of the globe.
Slow burn.
In the first 5 months of their acquaintance, they spent only 7 weeks in the same city. This was their unique beginning. Since those early days, they have travelled extensively together, embraced each other's families and circle of friends who are now jointly shared, lived in domestic bliss and all that that entails, and generally they have relaxed into this, this is how life should be relationship. They complement each other and bring a beautiful balance to each other's lives. Jerome has 6 siblings, and Purdie is an only child. He works with and adopts new technology easily. She did not have the internet at home when they first met. He didn't use flat sheets on his bed. She used to iron hers. He puts the aircon on, and she'll go and put on her slippers. Jerome found this tweet that he and Purdie feel sums up their relationship pretty well. There are 2 kinds of people. The ones that pack 6 days before a trip, and the ones that wake up the day of departure and realise they need to do a load of laundry. And they marry each other. There are only 2 official witnesses at a wedding, but Jerome and Purdie have chosen each one of you to be here with them today to witness their wedding vows as they join together as husband and wife. You should all take good care to remember these words, for a marriage needs the help of a community, of friends and family who will be there when needed and will do all that they can during any hard times to stand by Jerome and Purdie and offer their support to them and the new family that they are creating today. May you always do all within your power to support the union that is formalised here today and to nurture the bond between these 2 people whom you all love. A successful marriage is not something that just happens. It takes work, it takes patience, and it takes time. It takes a commitment from both of you, a commitment to do whatever it takes to make your relationship thrive and not simply just survive. As an authorised marriage celebrant, I'm duly empowered by the law to solemnise this, your marriage, according to the laws of Australia. Jerome and Purdie, before you are joined together in marriage, in my presence, and in the presence of these witnesses, your family and friends, I am bound to remind you publicly of the solemn and binding nature of the relationship into which you are now about to enter. Marriage, according to the law in Australia, is the union of 2 people, to the exclusion of all others, voluntarily entered into for life. As it is your wish to become husband and wife, please face each other and take each other's hands. Your hands together will nurture your love and your relationship. Hold each other and gently hug each other often. In times of struggle, may these hands help you to relax and feel safe and loved. In times of joy, may they join in celebration. And I'd like to ask Jackie to come forward, please.
Blessing of the Hands by Rev. Daniel Harris. These are the hands of your best friend, warm and strong and full of love for you, that are holding yours on your wedding day as you promise to love each other today, tomorrow and forever. These are the hands that will continue to work alongside yours as together you build your future. These are the hands that will passionately love you and cherish you through the years, and with the slightest touch will comfort you like no other. These are the hands that will hold you when fear or grief fills your mind. These are the hands that will countless times wipe the tears from your eyes, tears of sorrow and tears of joy. These are the hands that will tenderly hold your children. These are the hands that will help you to hold your family as one. These are the hands that will give you strength when you need it. And lastly, these are the hands that even when wrinkled and aged will still be reaching for yours, still giving you the same unspoken tenderness with just a touch.
Purdie, just take a step this way, darling. Back. A little to this. No, this way. This way. This way. There. There. That's stop.
That's a big step for you.
No, no, come over. That's it. Perfect. Just make sure you keep looking at each other, okay?
I can do that.
Good. With the consent of the contract you are consenting to, I ask you this question. Jerome, do you come to this relationship of your own choice in your love for Purdie? Do you promise to be faithful, tender and true to Purdie and your marriage all the days of your life?
I do.
Purdie, do you come to this relationship of your own choice in your love for Jerome? Do you promise to be faithful, tender and true to Jerome and your marriage all the days of your life?
I do.
Just forgot the microphone. It's all right. I ask the persons here present
I ask the persons here present
to witness that I, Jerome William Langmaid,
to witness that I, Jerome William Langmaid,
choose you, Purdie Elizabeth Skerry,
choose you, Purdie Elizabeth Skerry,
to be my wife,
to be my wife,
my life partner in lawful marriage.
my life partner in lawful marriage.
Purdie, in front of our family and friends here today,
Purdie, in front of our family and friends here today,
I make these promises to you.
I make these promises to you. I promise you the best version of myself.
Always encourage and support you
And to always encourage and support you
to be the best version of yourself.
to be the best. I promise to be open, honest, trustworthy and brave. To listen with intent. To be your partner in all of life's adventures and challenges. And to provide a lifetime supply of hugs.
I promise to put as much thought
I promise to put as much thought
and planning
and planning into our anniversary celebrations as I do for my annual Super Bowl festivities.
I promise to make you laugh
I promise to make you laugh
every day,
no matter how inappropriate or poorly timed. For nothing brings me more joy than to watch you laugh.
I promise to love you
I promise to love you
for the woman I kissed at the tram stop,
for the woman that I kissed at the tram stop,
for the woman I stand before today,
for the woman that I stand before today,
and for the woman you will be
and for the woman that you will be
on our journey through this life together.
on our journey through this life together.
I make these promises to you today
I make these promises to you today
for all the days of our lives.
for all the days of our lives.
You good? I ask the persons here present
I ask the persons here present
to witness that I, Purdie Elizabeth Skerry,
to witness that I, Purdie Elizabeth Skerry,
choose you, Jerome William Langmaid,
choose you, Jerome William Langmaid,
to be my husband,
my life partner in lawful marriage.
my life partner in lawful marriage.
My my darling Jerome,
in front of our family and friends,
in front of our family and friends,
I make these promises to you.
I make these promises to you.
I promise to encourage you
I promise to encourage you
in pursuing your dreams
in pursuing your dreams
and being your true self.
and being your true self.
I will be your cheerleader,
I will be your cheerleader,
and I will proudly celebrate your
triumphs.
I promise to support and care for you,
I promise to support and care for you,
whether our times are rough or smooth.
whether our times are rough or smooth.
I promise to respect you,
I promise to respect you,
showing you kindness and loyalty,
showing you kindness and loyalty,
and always being honest with you.
and always being honest with you, with the possible exception of birthday or Christmas surprises.
I promise to trust you.
I promise to trust you.
I will seek your counsel
I will seek your counsel
or one of your hugs.
or one of your hugs that always calms and comforts me.
I promise to communicate openly
I promise to communicate openly
and to share
and to share
my fears and vulnerabilities
my
with you.
fears and vulnerabilities with you.
I promise to appreciate you as an individual
I promise to appreciate you as an individual
and as my husband,
and as my husband,
to treasure being us,
and to treasure being us,
our marriage and our
our
family.
marriage and our family.
I promise to try
I promise to try
to make you laugh every day.
to make you laugh every day.
I will
I'll
give-
try.
I will give you the window seat
I will give you the window seat
when we explore the world,
when we explore the world,
and will be your co-pilot
and I'll be your co-pilot
as we plan and navigate
as we plan and navigate
our wonderful life adventure together.
our wonderful life adventure together.
Okay? I promise to love you
I promise to love you
when life seems easy
when life seems easy
and when it seems hard,
and when it seems hard,
when our love is simple
when our love is simple
and when it is an effort.
and when it's an effort.
I will love you
I will love you
and show you my love.
and
every-
show you my love every day.
I make these promises to you today
I make these promises to you today
for all the days of our lives.
for all the days of our lives.
We so should be getting married.
Now, you just need to take a step backwards. Purdie, follow. There we go. You keep moving. Why choose a wedding ring? It is a traditional symbol of the promise of deep and abiding love. A gift given and received to remind us of the promises. Rings, like love, have a beginning. Rock is dug from the earth. Metals are liquefied in a furnace at 1,000 degrees. The hot metal is forged, cooled, and then painstakingly polished. Something beautiful is made from raw elements. Love is like that.
Yeah.
It comes from humble beginnings, made by imperfect beings. It is the process of making something beautiful where there was once nothing at all.
Yep.
The promises which you have spoken to each other today are inscribed forever in your minds and in your hearts. But words are fleeting, so let these rings serve as a reminder of the feelings you have in your hearts at this very moment. You take the ring.
Oh, you had to do it, didn't you?
There you go, mate.
At least we're not on a jetty.
One job.
Purdie, I give you this ring as a symbol of my commitment
Purdie, I give you this ring as a symbol of my commitment
and the promises I have made to you today.
and the promises that I've made to you today.
Please cherish it
Please cherish it
and let it always remind you
and let it always remind you
for my love for you in all ways,
my love for you in all ways,
in all times,
in all times,
in all places,
in all places,
forever.
forever.
Jerome, I give you this ring as a symbol of my commitment
Jerome, I give you this ring as a symbol of my commitment
and the promises I have made to you today.
and the promises I have made to you today.
Please cherish it
Please cherish it
and let it always remind you
and let it always remind you
of my love for you in all ways,
of my love for you in all ways,
in all times,
all times,
in all places,
in all places,
forever.
forever.
Fits. You did well. I know. Yours were great.
Oh,
Don't drop it, mate.
this magic.
I'm better with big things than small things. Still one or two?
Big man hands. Am I sitting? I'm sitting. We didn't.
So far apart. Do you want to move your chair over here?
Sure. Oh, spider.
Thank you, darling.
You want that?
Yeah, you just move over closer to her, please, darling.
Just move the table.
Sparkling or still?
Have the bill, please.
What do you think?
Ready?
Just here, darling. For you.
Back when I was feeling broken, I focused on the prayer.
Here.
You came deep as any ocean. It's something out here. All the complexities and games. No one wins, but somehow there's still play.
It's official.
It is. You've scrambled the eggs. Stand behind your lovely wife.
Yeah.
They may die, but in us they live on. I believe,
Handwriting.
Your favourite thing.
I believe, 'cause I can see our future days of you and me. When hurricanes and cyclones rage, when wind turned dirt to dust, when floods they came or tides
Lucky.
they raised ever, those who became.
Thanks, mate. Well done.
You made it.
All the promises that sundown.
David,
At the end,
you just kissed his wife, dude.
all the demons used to come around. I'm grateful now they've left. So persistent in my ways. Hey, angel, I am here.
Hey? I know. I was
No resistance.
You're relaxed in your choice.
my one thing for the day. Thank you. Okay.
Days of
great song.
Just social distancing.
Okay. What do we do now?
Now, baby, when you sigh, I wanna sigh with
You can give her a big kiss if you like.
Okay.
Not the big,
Hey, not the big
the
kiss.
big kiss.
You can really understand. Thanks. Do you want to stand behind the dress? There we go. Now drop it down. Here we go. Reach with your friends. You can come closer to them.
I thought they were having a private moment.
You can count on Lockie to support me. So, ladies and gentlemen, when the formal part of our celebration draws to a close, please stay close here to celebrate with the happy couple and then be included in a group photo. We're actually going to have a little wander through the garden for that to happen. The photographer will guide us with this. Then, grab a gelati from the van, which is going to appear on the lawn behind over here. Or you can have snacks, cool drinks or coffee available from the cafe, which is directly over this way, and the toilets are located in the same area. Please do not throw any confetti. Bubbles and rose petals are perfect, and I think you all have some of those at the moment. You may wander here in the gardens and around the farm. It is truly delightful. And for those who've got little children, there's some animals over in front of the cafe, emus and things like that, which I'm sure they'll enjoy. Some of you here will not be attending the reception, and you are asked to please sign the guest book located. I'm going to leave it here on the table and move it down to the gelati van. And gifts may be left or cards in the basket. For those of you who are attending the reception at Mineral Springs Hotel, please arrive there no later than 5:20, as pre-dinner drinks will be served at 5:30. Jerome and Purdie will then join you for a relaxed and fun evening filled with good food, great company, delightful wines, and probably a cheeky story or two. When two people pledge their love and care for each other in marriage, they create a spirit unique to themselves which binds them closer than any spoken or written words. Marriage is a promise, a potential made in the hearts of two people who love each other, and it will take a lifetime to fulfill. Therefore, marriage is even deeper than a commitment. It is a covenant that says, I love you, I trust you, I will be here for you when you are hurting, and when I am hurting, I will not leave. It's a covenant intended not to provide a haven from pain or anger or sorrow. Life offers no such haven. Instead, marriage is intended to provide a sanctuary safe enough to risk loving, to risk living and sharing from the centre of oneself. This is worth everything. I'm sure everyone here today will echo these following wishes that I say for you both. Be constantly grateful for this precious person who has chosen to make a life with you. Be generous with compliments. Be attentive and helpful. The world can be a tough place, and any of us can be subject to rough handling at times. Each of you can, by your tenderness towards each other, kind words and thoughtful actions, make your marriage and your home an uplifting refuge. Make truth the unfailing bedrock of your lives together. A happy, loving marriage is built on trust and respect. That trust and respect can only be sustained if you are both deeply committed to always being open and truthful in every exchange, no matter how small. We also wish that you may have many long years to delight in each other's company, to feel gratitude for your great fortune in having found each other, to make a home together that is at once sheltering and welcoming, to each do meaningful work, productive work at home and in the world, and to love and be loved by the friends and family who have come here today to support you. May you always feel that no day goes by that you would not choose each other. Jerome and Purdie, no one but you can declare yourselves married. You have begun it here today in speaking your vows before us all, and you will do it again in the days and years to come, standing by each other, sharing all that is sweet and bitter in life. Each tender act, each loving word will be the declaration of what was made here today. Therefore, it is my joyful responsibility to officially acknowledge your union as husband and wife. Please seal the deal with a kiss. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my privilege to present to you for the very first time as husband and wife, Jerome and Purdie, Mr. and Mrs. Langmay.
Yes.
You did it.
I did it.
I wanna cry some too. I need that love.
You'll make me cry now. You're buddy. Hey, stop shaking. I can see you crying.
I'll be here just to see you. I need that love.
It really was.
Ain't that love?
I know.
Baby, that I feel in my heart for you. Now when you walk, I wanna walk with you. When you talk, I wanna talk some too. I need that
Hey.
love that I feel in my heart. If you ever
Thank you. Of course I will. Of course I will.
Thank you. Don't you know?
Thanks, mate.
What a pickup.
Hey, what a pickup.
This is a keeper.
Yep. We're going. Where are we going? Wander? Okay. You're cutting up the balls,
Baby, won't you let me hold your hand? I wanna squeeze you as tight as I can. Baby, don't you need me by your side to protect you and be your guide? Baby, I'm so in love with you. I'd do anything you tell me to. Now ain't that love? Ain't that love? Come on now.